Hi, I'm LDS in Medium, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to try to bring religion and spirituality closer together, and this is what this pod is all about. I will talk about my own thoughts and feelings as I am both LDS and have spiritual gifts, something that I've had my whole life, but I always thought that it was hard to combine these gifts with my religion. This has torn me into two directions, and I have talked to many people who feel the same way. I can't choose not to have my spiritual gifts, but I can choose how I use them. And I always want to use them for good and to help others. I believe my heavenly parents gave them to me for a reason. So, this is me. Join my quest for knowledge.
I was looking for inspiration for something to talk about. I've been going through so many emotional roller coaster feelings these past 2 weeks, and it has really put my newfound happiness to the test. Well, today at church, they talked about what we can read about in Alma 36:37. Basically, these scriptures talk about how we should cry unto God for support and counsel with the Lord in all our doings. And when thou liest down at night, and when thou risest in the morning, let thy heart be full of thanks unto God. And if ye do these things, ye shall be lifted up at the last day. It got me thinking. I often go out into the woods and just walk for at least an hour, often longer. I love the chirping of the birds in the morning, the smell of the pine trees, and the sun shining down through the branches. I feel close to my Heavenly Father when I'm in His creation, and I find that I talk to Him a lot in my head or mind when I'm out there walking. I don't know if it's the lack of distraction or the peace I find that it makes it easier for me to connect. But for the past few years, I find I'm talking to Him not as much as praying. I'm talking to Him like I would talk to my earthly father. And more I spend time daydreaming in my head, and I make up things that I don't know where it comes from. It's almost like I would think like having a vision of sort. And sometimes they are very strong and personal, embedded within my daydream. So I guess this is a way for Him to connect to me and hijack my daydreams and give me information or answers, basically, to questions that I've had for a while. I still pray morning and night and at meals, but in between, I talk to Him, which has made Him more present in my life and more included. Then they talked about the highest law, like in Mark 12:30-31. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor. And the one giving the speech kept on going, like loving God and loving thy neighbor is like two sides of the same coin. And I just wanted to get up and say, but you're missing the most important part, as thyself. The whole point is to love thy neighbor as thyself. As I was sitting there listening, I got some thoughts. I lived most of my life being stuck in this, trying to obey those commandments of loving everyone else but myself. The thing is that for me, that only meant trying to obey the commandment out of duty for the commandment's sake. Now that I have found myself and a deeper love and compassion for myself, this takes on a whole new meaning. Now, I want to love others, not out of obligation for the commandment, but out of genuine love for the souls I used to know and call friends and family in the life before this. I come back to the why of it all. Why is it so important to love? And in the course we're taking this week, they said that we are created on the vibration of love. It's who we are. We are created on the vibration of love. And for us to be true to ourselves, we need to love. It makes me think that coming to Earth is finding about how to love again. And not just love when it's easy, but to love when it's hard, when it hurts, when it's painful as well as when it's joyous and blissful. Love comes in very many shapes and forms and feelings. No love is quite like the other. I love all my children, but I love them differently from each other. Not more or less, just differently. Our hearts have this immense capacity to feel love, and different nuances of love. I have this student in my class that every day, or actually every time he sees me, just comes and throws himself at me and looks at me and says, "I love you." Just no filter of life there, just pure love. And I wish I could feel it as raw as that. But life has made me go through hardships and stress and pain in order for me to look for the pure essence of love within me. I was just grateful today for the capacity of feeling love. And I'm feeling very grateful for all the souls He has placed in my life and on my path for me to grow my capacity to love. But it all starts on the inside, with me and with you. But we were created to love. Be the light, share the light, spread the light, shine.
This is my journey. Thank you so much for keeping me company today. Please download, like, share, and subscribe, and help spread the light and spread the word to expand our community. Let's bring more love, peace, and unity to this world. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Always be grateful, kind, and loving. Be brave and remember to step out of your comfort zone and smile. If you support us on Patreon, you will get access to our meditations and extra materials so you can download them as MP3. Also, we now have a Facebook group, which you can access from our Facebook community. Please answer the questions as you apply to participate. It will be a safe haven where we can keep discussing religion and spirituality, our spiritual gifts, and self-development. Remember, one person can make a difference, but together we can change the world.